this. Just sharing something that means a lot to me. So what is it? Something that fits in the hand, that could have come out of the hand, but has actually come out of the earth. Look at this thing. This remarkable, in a way, self-made object, made by time, geology, and the persistent action of water, oxygen, and hydrogen sulfide. What an extraordinary thing this is. Look at it. It has an absolute skin that is like something that has been made by hand, but also it's like a bone, isn't it? It's like something that comes from inside a body, but actually it comes from inside the earth, comes from layers of chalk that are themselves formed by millions and millions of sea creatures, radiolaria and diatoms that formed single-celled organisms in the early oceans that died, and their skeletons, their exoskeletons, floated down to the seabed where they became a kind of calcium sludge, which then formed into chalk. This is all about 60, 70 million years ago. And those calcite remnants of the skeletons of early marine creatures broke down and formed into these very dense layers of white, relatively soft chalk rock formations. And in the rock formations, an extraordinary phenomena took place. So you have oxygen carried by percolating water down from the surface into these remnants of the early oceans. And then below them, the bacterial activity that produced enough acidity to then transform the alkalinity of the chalk and begin this process of molecule by molecule precipitation of tiny elements of silica. Silica is like glass, it's like obsidian, it's very, very hard, it's very shiny. This is what our early ancestors made into the first tools, the first extended arm of our species. But here is this thing that itself has taken millions of years to make a molecule at a time, and yet it ends up with this absolute form, with an absolute surface tension, with a kind of sculptural integrity. So here is sculpture made without a sculptor. Here is a Henry Moore made without Henry Moore. And why is it inspiring? It's because, yes, it fits in the hand. Because, yes, it is a form that calls upon many forms, that calls upon fruits and vegetables, animals and creatures, fishes and seals and, well, all forms of organic life. So why is this precious to me? Because this is, as it were, sculpture made by the processes of nature without the hand of man, that nevertheless speaks to us about life, about our place within, I guess, the sequence of time and life that we are part of. This is a gift of the earth to the hand, to the heart, and to the mind. And I suppose I would like to make things that are as inevitable as this, that have a gentle but open connection to everything that already exists, that invites us to think about what our relationship is to the earth, to time, and to space. This was a gift, the gift of Neil, a friend who found it. I go out now trying to find things as beautiful as this, as intact as this, with so many facets and sides as this. And it continues to make me want to make things that are as connective, but also as elusive as this. This took millions of years to make, will last for many thousands more years, and remains for me, while my life exists, as a continual inspiration to go on finding and seeking form that can touch heart and mind.